Hi, I'm Amy and welcome to Become Your Own Favorite Chef. So I'm having a birthday party over here in about an hour, and so I don't have much time to get all the rest of my food together, and I'm still not dressed and my hair's not fixed, so we gotta hurry. One of the main components of what I'm serving tonight is my famous crack bread. This is something that I serve with almost every meal anytime people come over, and they love it. Yeah, I said crack bread, don't worry, it's totally legal. It's a form of garlic bread, kind of like a crostini, that was coined by one of my friends, Amy, who came over one night for a delicious chicken piccata I made, but she didn't really care about the chicken piccata. She just kept talking about this bread. She said, I can't stop eating this bread, it's like crack, what's in this? And that's when we decided to start calling it crack bread. So crack bread is really simple. You need some kind of baguette or French bread, and we're going to cut it in a diagonal. Oopsies, that one's for the dogs. And I want these to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. Just like that. I make this crack bread all the time, probably once every week or two, because it's so good with all kinds of recipes. It's perfect for dipping into soups or stews or just any kind of pasta sauce. But it's also hearty enough that you could just put on some bruschetta, put on some pesto, dip it into hummus. In fact, that's what we're going to do with it tonight. Alright, once your bread is all cut up, you need a few tablespoons of olive oil, just in a little bowl on the side, and a brush. Please buy one of these. They're wonderful. I use them on a lot. I'm just going to put a pretty good amount of olive oil on each piece. You'll use way more olive oil than you would think. After that, I want you to take some garlic salt and lightly sprinkle it. In fact, I usually put some in my hand and take it from there, just so I don't over salt the bread. Now usually I tell you, make recipes the way you want them. Don't mess this up. No, you need to do this exactly like this. I have tried many other varieties of this. I've tried using garlic infused oil instead of just olive oil and garlic salt. It's not the same. The salt really gives it the flavor it needs, and this is perfect. Alright. After you got your garlic salt, I want you to do the same thing with some rosemary. Just put and this is dry rosemary. Fresh rosemary doesn't work the same. Just a few pieces of rosemary on each piece of bread. After this, I'm going to flip all of this over and do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, these are ready to go in the oven. I've got the oven at 400 degrees, and I'm going to say put them in for about 10 minutes before you flip them, but it really depends on the type of pan that you have. What you want to do though is after it's been in there for about 7 or 8 minutes, check them for browning on the bottom. Once they're browned on the bottom, you want to flip them over and put them in for the same amount of time on the other side. So I'm going to put these in for about 10 minutes because I know my pan, then we'll flip them over and cook the other side. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. I got fully ready, and that's exactly what we're looking for. We want the bread to be perfectly brown and crispy, so flip all these over and we're going to crisp up the other side. It'll be about another 9 or 10 minutes. Alright, it's been 10 minutes. Crack bread is perfect. So I'm just going to put it on this dish here. Up top I've got some dates with a pecan stuffed in the middle, wrapped in 1/3 a piece of bacon. Cook that off for a while. That's delicious, but that's another episode. So So this crack bread, what I've set it up for the party is I've got some homemade pesto, some homemade bruschetta, and some hummus. And people will just use those as dips. But it's really good even by itself. Oh, crunchy, garlicky, but not too bad. My breath's still okay. And definitely leaves me wanting more. That's why it's called crack bread. And this is how I spent my birthday. But this means that now we're ready to party!